Nah, we really got some shit today. When was this? 426 for this today. Today is the 28th. Okay, so I'm like 2 days late, but fuck it, it doesn't matter. I was busy. So this whole thing, right? If you haven't read the new patch notes, right? I just read them today. I had no idea this was even happening. I made like a comment and someone was saying some new bullshit, or whatever, and I was like, what the fuck is this about? So I went over, read the new patch notes because I missed them. I've played Warframe like a week and a half. So haven't really been playing too much, but my main thing, Kuva Sobek, Tenant Glaxion, they're gonna both getting augments for Nightwave. Probably gonna be cool. But the main thing about this whole thing, right, that had me all concerned, is they're talking about changing stats effects and armor. By the way, new frame looks pretty cool. Weapons look great. I like the designs, all that. Blah blah. Stalker skin looks cool. New game mode. New clan operation. Cool. They're finally doing these again. It felt like they didn't do these for like years. It felt like they just stopped doing them after like 2020. Like they just weren't happening. New Eximus unit. No idea what this is yet. They haven't really said anything about it. This is the fucking big one right here. All this right here. All. Oh, fuck. Wait. Enemy armor, faction resistance, let's use status, armor adjustments. All this stuff. This is fucking huge, okay? Because Warframe is already at a point where the game isn't hard, okay? I know it might be a crazy thing to say, but the game is. There's so much power creep and, like, optimization you can do in Warframe that it's like. I don't know why. Like, I understand what they're doing, but it's like, I don't think this is a smart idea because the game is already. If you play the game, it's not hard. The game isn't hard, okay? Right? Like, I don't ever have issues when I play Warframe, right? Like, there's never a skill issue when I play the game. Like, it's just not, because it's just not it's not a hard game. It's not an extremely hard game. It's a power fantasy game, and I get it. But it's like, there's only, like, I feel like there's a point you can go to, right? When you're fucking scaling the power, like, we're making enemies, like, weaker. This looks like they're making enemies just weaker. I don't care. They said they're gonna increase the HP to keep a similar kill time. What? Like, you're removing all the armor and then you're giving them more HP, which, okay. We'll just here. Let me just go over and read it. Okay. Let's see. Enemy armor is capped at 27,000, a 90% DR. Okay. Well, they put like a little thing, right, of how much that is. Where is the? Where is it? 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 They put it. Is it in the over here? I think it's over here, maybe. Where is it? Oh my god, scuffed. Right here. Okay. A non-steel path, not even a steel path heavy gunner. If you play the game on non-steel path, for come on, no one plays the game on non-steel path. Okay, I'm not trying to even be a fucking elitist, right? No one plays the game on non-steel path anymore. The only reason you play non-steel path is like arbitrations, liches, and scissors of parvos. Those are like the only reasons you would ever like play non-steel path or like ESO stuff like that, right? Maybe speed running fissures. Like I don't even. That's it. A level 200 non-steel path heavy gunner has 97% DR. Okay, and I get their point. 104k HP, and then they have a really realistically they have a 3.8 million EHP, right? Just because of the armor. But now with the armor changes, are making it way easier to strip armor. There's so many ways to strip armor in this game now. Our armor is not an issue anymore. Okay, there's so many ways to get rid of armor. Like armor has not been an issue since they made that first big change, and even now it's gotten better and better and better and easier as there's more stuff and more stuff and more stuff now. Like it just gets easier, and now we're gonna finally do the actual change and lower it. But it's like I don't think there's a need of lowering it anymore because it's already been fucked with so much. It's like there's already so many ways to get around it that I don't think it's an issue. This was never armor isn't an issue. Just make your build so where you can go around the armor. It's not. I don't think it's a very hard thing to do. Right? Yeah, it lowers the amount of options you have. Yes, I get it, and I do like having more options in the game. But like most people are just gonna go, oh, now I don't have to build against the armor. I could just fucking instead. I'm gonna bring a damage buff instead now. So now I get a damage buff now instead of having to run armor strip, which is pretty much what you do if you want to use your Nairu, right? On like disruption stuff like that, you bring Nairu instead and then like a damage buff instead of just running armor strip to get even more damage. Now it feels like you might be able to just do that in like everything now. right? Like I don't know. Like this feels like unnecessary. I understand the point of newer players who don't understand this kind of stuff, but can we like do like an? They need to make an in-game tutorial on like all of this shit, right? Like put like a tab of just fucking straight Warframe creators. Get like some creator who actually knows what they're talking about, and let them make a guide and put it like in game, and you can like click on it and go to watch it in game, and you could like, or it gives you a link to go in game, and you get to see all this stuff, and you get to see the mechanics and how it works, right? If you want people to understand the game better, if you think people don't understand how it works, right? But the big issue I have now, viral slash, I don't think it's gonna be very good anymore. If they're gonna bump EHP numbers up so fucking high, you might as well just go straight viral, or like just go like viral heat, because like a viral slash might be dead for normal weapons. Like if you're not getting fucking 1 mil, 2 mil plus slash numbers, there's probably not a reason to use a slash dot on a weapon. Depending on how high this EHP scale, the actual HP scaling goes, because a 200 heavy grenadier has 100k each, 100k like health, right? Say they bump up a level cap one to like having, I don't even know. Let's just say like 10 million health. So now it has 10 million. I don't even know what the numbers would be. I'm just guessing, right? What? I don't feel like going checking the thingy to see how their actual EHP, but it's like whatever it is, right? That could be an issue because now you're making viral slash or just slash. Now you're making those weapons now not good. And viral slash is something you could run on a majority of weapons as long as it has crit. As long as it has usable crit chance, you could use a viral slash primary on most weapons. Now you're kind of killing that on like a lot of weapons. So, I don't know. But we'll go over here now. Enemy resistances. See, this is something that was kind of like, I'm okay with this. I think this is fine because it is like cluttered. Like it's kind of annoying because you have to go scan and find out what the enemy's resistance is, and there's so many that it's just like you have to go and look up if you can't remember which is which you're not gonna remember all of these. It's so many different ones. It's like it's just annoying to have to do. It's not like a skill issue thing. It's literally just annoying. So I don't mind this because it's just gonna like streamline it and make it better. I don't. This is fine. I don't like the armor change. The armor change feels too much. This is a good change. I like the element change, like the resistance change. This is a good change. Okay, I like this. But I'll go over this. So they want to simplify health, armor, shields. All flesh types become health. Alloy or fair is armor, and the difference between proto shields and folding shields. Blah blah blah. Right. So obviously it would be, you know, the armor stuff works good on the armor, the flesh stuff would work good on the flesh, and then the shield stuff would work good on the shields, right? Like that's how it would work. Simple stuff like that. Just make it simpler, easier. And the other ones they still gain the damage bonus, right? But your corrosive isn't going to deal less damage to a bombard. I think bombards are radiation, right? So the corrosive still will do more damage to that bombard because it has armor. I think that's if I'm reading this correctly, that's what they're trying to say. My brain isn't really working right now because like I woke up kind of late. I woke up at like fucking. We don't talk about it. But yeah, we'll keep going. I don't care about. We already talked about that. And the shield changes. This is so fucking useless. They want to make shields stronger. One, why? There's a reason why people don't try to go through shields against the Corpus. There's a reason why everyone goes Toxin versus the Corpus. Shields are annoying as fuck. Why are they gotta be stronger? Like, fuck shields, they're annoying. So it's like, it's almost better if you like armor strip Toxin is like, if they have armor, right? For the fucking, any of the weird Corpus guys that do have armor. And then you just run Toxin or Tox Viral. Tox Viral is like the most disgusting damage type against the Corpus. Like, Tox Viral is fucking gross. If you've never used Toxin Viral versus the Corpus, they literally will delete on any level with any gun. Like they delete. Like it's such a good combo. It's a hard combo to make, It only works on. Well, you can make it on most guns. It's just certain guns you can make it a lot easier on and make stronger builds on. Like something that's pure toxin is going to be, way better than the weapon you have the mod toxin on. So, But they want shields to have shorter regen delay, shorter regen delay when hit, and they regen faster. And the higher levels they go, the faster it gets, I guess. And then I think what they're gonna do, they're gonna make magnetic, actually stop their shields. Apparently, it didn't do that. I thought it did that already because it stopped in, I guess, the Warframe. Magnetic stops your shields from coming back. So I just kind of assumed, it was the same for the enemies, right? It kind of should be like that, right? But some of the stats effect changes. Blast. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. They still don't. They were like, yeah, this shit sucks. What I think they should do to blast is they should allow it to make it actually explosive, right? Give hit scan weapons, right? Normal hit scans. Give them an extra explosion. Fuck it. Why not? Do something. Those weapons struggle with AoE clearing sometimes. How about having them? It's called blast damage, right? It's a fucking like, you know, if a weapon has AoE and blast damage, just make it so the blast extra AoE proc won't go off. The blast should only work. The AoE part should only work for a hit scan portion of the weapon. So like a Zar, like say you still get the impact, right? The impact doesn't have blast damage on the Zar, right? On the actual impact shot. So the blast on the AoE won't matter. The blast is going to be the AoE blast. But if you want to blast on like a Stalta and use the main fire, the normal main fire shots are going to deal AoE damage. Something like that might be okay. As long as the damage doesn't suck, right? Cold. This is fucking stupid. Cold is already such an amazing stats effect. It's very underrated. The problem is cold's hard to mod on weapons, right? Because you always want to have like viral or corrosive. And, it's like you can run like corrosive cold. That's kind of like corrosive cold is probably going to be something you might want to start running with these new changes, right? Because you can armor strip with the corrosive and freeze them with cold. Like, I don't know, that might be kind of strong. You strip all most of them. If you run the corrosive shard with 3, a Tau Forge green shard, you can strip their armor to like 99, and then use the the cold shard to freeze them, and then it does the it's gonna fucking just. What the fuck is that? Are we good? But it's gonna absolutely destroy enemies. That sounds like it's gonna be fucking broken. But normal cold procs can now freeze enemies. They basically already do this, so it's like now they just actually freeze them. So I mean, whatever. It basically already does this. They slow them to fucking nothing. If you use any slow ability with cold procs, they don't move. They actually do not move. It's kind of crazy. Freeze enemies for 3 seconds, after inflicting full cold stacks, or frozen, even more crit damage. Frost, another frost buff, by the way. Frozen enemies do additional damage, do not regen shield. Weapon and frames do cold updated to reflect this new behavior. Freeze and judge other stat specs like bleed. I don't know how that works. How that's gonna work. I think they might make it so freeze and bleed, like freeze boost the bleed damage, or I don't know. Something like that. You can't freeze these guys. Obviously, that was never a thing. Gas. I've always thought gas is kind of whacked out. Like, if you want to make single target weapons AoE, like, this isn't even very good at that. Because it's like, I never liked gas. I don't think gas is very good. You need to, bring enemies together, group them, armor strip them. Like, it's just, gas is a hassle to use. It's just annoying. It's not the damage isn't even that great. Like, the damage is very mediocre when you compare it to like just using like an AoE weapon. Like, I wish the gas was stronger, right? I really wish this was better. Magnetic, won't be dramatic changes, better against shields. Magnetic aims to have updated stats effect behavior that'll affect regen delay, regeneration, and reset delay of enemy shields. We're interested in magnetic damage. Type will improve effectiveness against nullifier bubbles. This actually might be insanely good and amazing. Because nullifier bubbles fucking suck and they are the worst enemies in the game. Super badly designed, terrible enemy. Awful enemy, because if you don't know my thoughts on nullifiers, I think they should change nullifiers to act like Demolus. How they have a pulse AoE nullifying thing. I would much rather prefer that over that stupid fucking bubble that just runs at you and just will turn off your shit because you don't see it and it just grows out of nowhere and it just hits you. At least with the nullifier Demolist, right? You can see it and you know how far it's gonna go every time. It's consistent and it's not bullshit. When I get nullified by Demolist, I'm like, okay, that's my fault. When I get nullified by nullifiers, not every time, right? But there's a lot of times you get nullified by nullifier and like, the fuck was I supposed to do there? Like I couldn't do anything there. Like I'm just supposed to know he's gonna walk around the corner and his bubble's gonna grow out of nowhere and just hit me and turn off everything. Like there's just like it's just stupid as fuck. I don't like nullifiers for that reason. Like it's just a dumb enemy. And if they just took the Demolist nullifiers and made them into normal nullifiers, like they took that idea and put them on nullifiers, nullifiers would be such a more they wouldn't be they would still be threatening. They would just be a much better enemy. You could also increase the range of the nullifier for all I care. Like I don't the thing I hate about the nullifiers is how inconsistent they are with their fucking turning off abilities. If they just did like a silence AoE or something like that, like I would really prefer that over fucking the nullifier bubble. I don't care. That's how much I hate these things. Because they're annoying to shoot. They block enemies. It's just fucking stupid. It's a stupid enemy, and I just don't like. I've never liked them. Hate this enemy. Let's see what this person said. It seems like people said some I don't know bullshit. Let's talk about it. Take any weapon to level cap. Yeah. The Viper Wraith went to level cap. So you know anything can go to level cap. Cap armor isn't bad. Easily stripped now. I don't care about armor anymore. We need to buff HP by a lot. I agree. They're gonna underbuff the HP for sure. I already know that. Recharge land shows the bad ship toxin damage exists. Exactly. You're gonna go right through anyway. It doesn't matter. Encouraging impact magnetic is a bad idea. You go to horror map, use toxin. You have to use slash. You go on invest map, use viral. You use gas when you go on infested. The fuck? Retard. Nah. Let's see this. Some of these are more armor rather than nerf their armor. Okay, I don't agree with this. But yeah, nerfing armor is fucking stupid. It's a dumb idea. I don't think this is a good idea. It's a stupid fucking idea. Limited info, not really. Actually changed it to an explosive napalm. What? Wait. What is he? You know, I have no idea what the fuck this dude's trying to say. Well, like, blast is like napalm rounds from like the fucking the Penta and like the Ogress? No. No. That sounds like a terrible idea. That sounds like it's literally just gonna rape your screen. That sounds awful. That might be kind of cool, but like that sounds awful. And those weapons are like unique in the fact that they're like napalm launchers. So it's like I don't want that to be like a thing for everyone. Like I like that being like a unique thing to two weapons. Give us the ability to see enemy health, life. That what? English, please, mother. English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? Well, I think he means how that like the EHP of the enemies, but it's like I don't think that's a big deal. Like you know how much you know what's gonna kill, what's not gonna kill. I feel like it's not. That's not. Bring back toxin scaling on gas, please. You sir, are very cool. I like you. I like you a lot. This guy is very cool. I like this guy. That might be kind of busted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if this is a great idea. It would have to get. This would be cool. I would love this, but I don't know how. They'd have to definitely tweak it to make sure it's not overpowered. Because if you don't know, gas kind of sucks because gas doesn't scale with anything. The only thing gas scales with is headshots, crit damage, and that's it. I think base damage. Just headshot, crit damage, base damage. That's it. That's the only thing that scales off gas. So that's why gas just kind of blows. Because like it doesn't scale off fucking anything. Gas used to scale off toxin. Which is why it was good. And now it sucks because it doesn't. Like, stuff is incredible wrong. Changing loadouts manually is tiresome? Not really. Kind of like how you have to play the game. You swap stuff because, you know, we need an adaptive loadout system. Okay, I like this idea. But you know, there's a thing called the loadout menu, right? You can just do that yourself. Like you could just put Corpus, Grenadier, Infested, Murmur, Corrupted, right? And you could just pick the one you want and just make set preset loadouts. Like I'm just saying, like you know, that's already an in-game feature you could just do if you just press a button. So I get what you're trying to say, but swapping gear is like a normal thing in every fucking game. They're not just gonna like. There's a loadout system to make swapping gear easier. Why are they just gonna go and make an adaptive system? That just sounds like a waste of their time, because it's basically an already like feature in the game. So this is a dumb idea. I get what you're trying to say, but this is basically in the game already. So no. Would allow for snipers to do? Huh? what? What the fuck? What the fuck does he talk about? The blast stats route could affect could allow snipers to do some interesting things. Why? What the fuck does this mean? What is he talking about? This doesn't make any sense. One of well, next one. I don't even. Whatever. The fool. Okay, let's see what this dude got to say. We got Thanos in the PFP. Um, Gonna be scaling for a long time. I don't. Oh god, no. There's gonna be more to this. If Slash gonna get something changed, I'm all for it. What? Why does Slash have to get changed? Why would Slash need to get changed? Slash isn't even. Slash is still a really good stats effect, right? But there's other good ones. It doesn't. It's not the fucking best thing ever. Like you could like heat and electric are very good also. By the way, people are just fucking stupid. They don't know that heat, electric, toxin. By the way, why are the single elements so much stronger than the fucking connected elements when it comes to doing damage? Like corrosive, magnetic, viral is good damage, but you know like those all like gas. They all do like they don't do that much damage compared to like the fucking single. Like they don't do dot damage. Like I guess it's like kind of what they were going for. I guess if they all are kind of act like that, like the combined elements don't do dots, but the single elements do dots. So it's like I guess that whatever. You know what? Never mind. I'm stupid. They probably do that on purpose. Okay. See, there are no playing gas buffs. Yeah. I think Gasham should scale with elemental mods and the weapon. Yeah, at least make it work like it worked with like how toxin like you it scales with the element. Like dude, like it's not a good element. Gas fucking blows. Like, the only reason you run gas is to get infested for the damage multiplier. You don't use gas for any other reason, unless you're doing, like, a Asian Invasion's gas build. Fucking, yeah, but that's him. He's different. How gas damage is in need of a complete rework? It's not in need of a complete rework. It needs the fucking scaling. It doesn't scale. If it scaled in any sort of way, it wouldn't suck. It doesn't fucking scale, which is why it sucks. Less is more, Complexity for the sake of complexity is a flawed approach. Yeah, I agree with that. Streamlining, cutting off bloat helps the game. Yeah, but sometimes there's things I feel like they shouldn't take out. Like I hate the new loadout menu. I mean upgrade menu. Like when you go to your gun, right? That menu sucks. Bring back the old menu, or at least let me turn back the old menu. Like I want to use the old menu. I fucking hate the new one. The new one sucks. I don't like it. I'm getting comfortable in my chair. So there's gonna be a chair creak, okay? So, there we go. But that menu sucks dick. I hate it. Let me go back to the old one. At least give me the option to. Like, I don't like the new one. Overall looks amazing. No. Armor changes don't sound good at all. I don't like them. Magnetic is going to be too weak. Yes, it is. Because Toxin... Yeah, exactly. It seems like everyone's just saying Toxin exists. Why use Magnetic? Which is fair. You know, there's almost no reason to use magnetic. You know, you use toxin with armor strip or toxin viral with armor strip, and it's just like it's fucking rapes. Like, dude, is nerf toxin? I wouldn't nerf toxin. Toxin isn't like overpowered. I would say toxin's overpowered on Saren, but for normal things, toxin's not overpowered. I feel like toxin normally is fine. It's not like, broken. The only thing that's broken is magnetic sucks. If you made magnetic work like how viral worked, or if magnetic should oh, you know what? This might be kind of fucked, but this is a decent idea or a dumb idea. What if magnetic? Because it's supposed to be the, I guess corporate shields. Maybe it's the fucking whatever. Magnetic turns to viral after you take out their shields. Okay, that might be a little broken, a little stupid. Okay, but it's gonna allow you to chew through the shields, and then immediately chew through the health. Okay, I know that sounds kind of busted, but when you could just go straight through the health anyway and insta kill, like, it's got to do something. Like, it needs something. At least give it the fucking. It needs a little bit of something. If it did that, that might work. That might be able to make magnetic worth building for against Corpus, right? If it transitioned from magnetic when the shields are gone to viral, that would be the only way. Like adaptive, it would like adapt to the fucking element. That's the only way I think that magnetic would not suck if they don't do other reworks. Our damage bonuses against armor, slow down double dip into armor, corrosive ignores 75% armor values. Make sure from heat against armor. Wait, what? Gold sash probably multiplicative crit damage. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Puncture and impact are useless? Puncture is very nice when you're priming a Demolist, but I mean, yeah, that's about it. Impact is very good for mercy kills. I don't think they're useless. They definitely, if you use them correctly and you know what you're doing with them, they're not useless. They definitely do something. You can use impact to get tons of mercy kills to proc energy orbs. Basically force make energy orbs, health orbs, ammo. Impact is definitely a good stats effect. It does its job. Staggers enemies. Like, it's not terrible if you know what you're using. You know what you're doing. It's not bad. Internal bleeding, hemorrhage, very good mods. Puncture, I get puncture isn't as good. Puncture is really only good for the crit damage, or crit chance additive bonus that it gets. But that's still something. But viral should be nerfed. 4.25 is too much. Yeah. I mean, viral is extremely strong. You can't really lie about that. I think so you can keep viral at 4.25, right? It should scale up. The more you get, the more viral damage you the higher the multiplier goes, right? You should get a lower multiplier at 1, 2, 3. The more you go up, the more it goes, right? I feel like it should work like that, not fucking how it works now, where the first viral proc gives you a big ass damage bonus, and then it kind of just goes lower, and it's kind of like, and like evens itself out. The first viral proc shouldn't be as much damage bonus, and the more you get, the more it should do, right? Toxin versus Corpus is an issue. Yeah, faction mod double dipping on dots. Originally a bug, now accepted as normal. Fucking leave it in the game. What's the problem with that? I mean, they can't fix this, I don't think, because the way it works is because you do the damage with the gun, and then once you do the dot, it does the damage on the dot too. You just double applies it. They probably don't know how to fix it. It's kind of just been left in the game forever. It's too late to fix that, in my opinion. I don't think they know how to fix it. It's kind of just there. Gas bothers me. Gas is a form of matter. What's in the gas is what matters. But this guy's. I don't like this guy. I don't really like this guy. From elemental damage boost like Fireball, Frenzy, or Shock Trooper. To no longer mix with modded elemental damage. People are not gonna like that change because Eidolon players won't like this, any Volt, people, they won't like that because they're using, the extra electric, to the mod stuff. They don't like that. I get your point. I don't think this is this is actually a decent idea. I don't hate this idea. But the problem with this is I feel like people use these mods for certain things. Well, not this, but mainly the Shock Trooper, right? For Volt to make like elemental combos and like mainly like radiation, stuff like that, right? And that would fuck that all up, right? This post sucks. Get away from heat against armor. You don't need to use heat against armor. You fucking armor strip against when you're using heat on armor. So I don't know what your point is. You want the flesh damage. The fucking no damage reduction does like a 30 mil heat dot. That's what you want. This is also autistic. This guy's stupid as fuck. Because you're gonna go nerf viral, but Cold Stash should be a multiplicative crit damage bonus. Nerf viral, but let's make cold even stronger. Nerf viral, but let's make cold stronger. So you want this multiplicative crit damage bonus. That, do you know what the fuck that means? I feel like this guy doesn't know what this means because sounds stupid. This sounds way too strong. Cold is already a fine. Cold is fine as is, especially after these new changes they're gonna make. Cold is fucking perfect. They don't have to touch it. That's a good damage type. It's perfect. It's fine. Why the fuck would you make this now? Even a multiplicative crit damage bonus? Like what? Is this dude fucking stupid? Puncture. Okay, I see that. Impact is fine. Impact doesn't have to get touched. It does whatever. Yeah, you could say it's a band-aid mod. Impact to slash is band-aid. Yes, it is. But you know what? Guess what? It works fine in the game. It's fine. It does whatever. It does its job, right? You can use impact for a couple things. It does whatever. Puncture still needs more, in my opinion. But yeah. A viral should be nerfed. The scaling of it should be nerfed, in my opinion. Keep it at 4.25, but it should go lower to higher. Instead of, starting, like, it should work like that. The more viral, the better. That should be how it works, right? Faction mod double dipping on dots. Shut the fuck up. It's been like this. Literally, this is a bug turn feature, so just shut the fuck up and just deal with it. They're never gonna fix this. They don't know how to fix this. There's a reason it's been in the game for like fucking 10 years because they don't know how to fix it. Genius. Toxic versus Corpus. Yeah, that's an issue, but you know what? It wouldn't be an issue if Magnetic didn't suck absolute hot dick. That's the problem. Magnetic sucks, so that's why this is a problem. Electric is fine, but there's rarely room. I didn't even read this. I skipped over this. The fuck does he mean? Electric is fine, but there's rarely room. Like, does he mean on the build? It's you mod an electric dot. You're gonna mod it the same way you'd mod for a fucking heat dot. I don't think this guy knows how to mod. I don't ever have modding issues when I mod for a fucking stats effects, Yeah, when you mod for the stats effect, you have to mod the 90, at the minimum. Usually with electric, I like to go 90 plus 60 because it's not like heat where you have like heat and hair and stuff like that, right? Because you want the extra stat, all that, you can't do the same thing you do with the heat dot. But this makes no sense to me. Electric is fine, but there's rarely... Electric is fine. You don't have to touch it. It's fine. Toxin is also fine. There's Magnetic just sucks. Gas sucks too. Gas needs, what do you call it? Elemental scaling. This post you know what? Okay, I'm gonna read one more because that post just really annoyed me. Armor worse, make electric better. Yeah. Main thing holding back is heat that gets ruined by armor. Agreed. Yeah. Okay. This guy isn't fucking stupid like the last guy. So far, it's mutually exclusive with corrosive, but that's for later tuning. But that's for okay. Main thing to see tackle later is differentiating magnetic and toxin. They're both anti-shield status. Yes, but the problem is I don't think they really were thinking toxin as like the anti-shield thing when they were like. It just kind of became that. Like they when they were thinking like originally they were like, okay, you can use toxin to go through shields, or you can use magnetic. They probably thought these two would be competing together, and this one wouldn't completely fuck the other one. But yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. They're both anti-shield, but there's literal reason to ever use magnetic to remove shields when toxin bypasses them entirely. Yep. Maybe for magnetic procs. Each magnetic proc removes a percentage of the shields, and that 10 stats effects, you remove their shields entirely. That might work. You know what? That might actually work. You know what? Maybe I just cooked. I don't know. I might have just cooked. I'm just saying. Nullifier. I definitely think Nullifier is good. It won't be screwed, so it's not making non-full auto / minor weapons good against them, but it's something. Yeah, that's my issue. This doesn't fix the nullifier problem. This just makes it a slightly better experience against nullifiers. Right? Like, they're still gonna suck, but it makes it slightly better. Maybe tack on some grouping CC at max stacks. There's already the arcane and, like, I don't know. Maybe. I don't hate that idea either. Maybe make the arcane weapon jamming, Maybe buff the arcade and make some of that into the base magnetic. Maybe that. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there. See status inequality tackled by pushing the weak status rather than knocking down the good ones. You could nerf viral heat slash into the ground. Why do people keep thinking cold is useless? Cold is such a good stats effect. What the fuck? Are people dumb? Cold is good. Cold has been good ever since it had the big ass slope. Cold is great. I like cold. People are just they don't understand how good cold is, so they don't ever use it. All right, I think. Holy fuck. Let's see what this guy. All right, this is actually the last one. Gas is one gigantic mechanical issue. Stacks are replaceable. 10 stacks will shoot a high damage weapon. Mono weapon, gas, part 10 shockers to the enemy. With a barely mono weapon, all those 10 parts get their damage reduced to nothing. I did not know that. Huh? That's crazy. I just learned something. Okay, you make gas proc selective, or you can make it uncapped like heat. I don't hate that. I don't hate that idea. Or strips armor on the first stack, but gas will only grow the bubble with the first 10 stacks. You know what? We're gonna end on a good take. Okay, this guy, good take. We have how many good takes? We had okay, Bala de Silver. That was a good take. Um, Victor Ghost, good one. Retard. Oh Nova. Huh. Uh, that's cool. Yeah, just you just popped out. Um, is Nerf toxic? No, no. I like you, Nova. No, we don't have to nerf toxin. Just make magnetic good. Toxin does not have to be nerf. Toxin is. I think toxin is fine as is. The issue is magnetic is just terrible. Because if you nerf toxin, right now the only reason you ever would use toxin right against the corpus you can use toxin against other factions, right? But you can't use it like you usually use toxin on Grenier if you really wanted to. But if you nerf toxin, that won't be possible probably, right? Is what I'm like. I think magnetic just has to get buffed up. The corpus are supposed to they're like paper anyway. They're supposed to die like super easily, right? Like they're not supposed to be tanky, and they have Garden Xmas anyway. The Garden Xmas is a fucking tank, so. This guy, yeah, that one was fine, I guess. This guy was kind of, not, I don't like that guy. This guy, cool guy. This guy, sick. Um, this guy too, French. Okay, so that was a couple good, people, some dumb people, but yeah, okay, those are kind of like my thoughts on these new changes and why I don't like some of them. It might be good, it might be bad. We have to see when they just dropped all this, obviously, to see what people's like reactions would be and like what they're gonna say and like what they think is wrong. All that stuff, right? But yeah, okay, that is the really stupid enemy resistance stats rework armor stuff bullshit, and yeah, all right. I'm probably actually gonna play the game today, so I might have a video up by like tomorrow or the next day. I know, crazy, about me actually playing the game. All right. So yeah, that's the dev workshop reading for 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I got him. All right. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye. Mwah.